Hi guys, and welcome back to my channel, or if you're new here, hi, my name is Emily. I do beauty content. I am 34 years old and I'm from Sweden. In today's video I will show you what items I have decluttered from my collection. I'm not quite sure if this is the final declutter for 2022 because I have so much and I really need to... Basically I don't need to own this much stuff that I don't use. Now I have kept some products I don't use often, but yeah, I will show you a collection video as well. But if you want to see what I decluttered, then please keep watching. I'm having some coffee in my sloth mug, and the lipstick I'm wearing it's the MAC Devoted to Chili Powder Kiss lipstick. It's actually quite nice. Anyway, a little disclaimer, some of these are old and are going in the bin. I'm going to throw them away, and some of this is still fresh, and that's why I'm getting rid of it now, because then I can give it away. So a lot of this is going to a friend and her daughter. But let's start out with some base products. I have a NYX Pro foundation mixer in white. I think I bought this 5 or 6 years ago. It's been serving me well. I think I used half of it up, but now I have found foundations that I love that are in my color. So, and this is old, so I'm throwing that away. On that theme, when I bought the NYX one, I bought the LA Girl one, and as you can see, this has separated. This has never been opened, so I'm sure it's probably fine since it has never been opened, but I don't want to risk it, and I don't need to mix my foundations anymore, so I'm throwing that away as well. The LA Girl Pro Matte Foundation, I think I have 2 or 3 uses left out of this, so you know that I've loved this. But I haven't used this in 2 or 3 years, 2 years maybe, so bye bye. The NYX Total Control Drop Foundation in the shade Pale. It's actually too light for me now, and I don't like the formula anymore, and I have had it for a long time. I haven't used it for 2 years, so bye bye. The Bare Minerals Bare Pro Performance Wear Liquid Foundation in the shade Fair 01. I did not like this at all when I bought it, and I bought it 2 years ago, so I thought that I would use it as a filming foundation, but who am I? Lumina Blur, I don't support Lumina anymore, and it's old, goodbye. Lumina Matte Foundation, also really old. Too Faced Born This Way in Cloud. I think I've used half of it up. I don't like this foundation, so I'm going to throw it in the trash. I have one powder. This is the Makeup Mecca Waterful powder. Waterful No Powder. And I did not like it, so I'm giving that away since it's fresh. The Maybelline Glass Spray. It's 1.5 or 2 years old now. I think that it still smells okay, so I'm going to give this away. My face looked like an oil slick when using it, so no thank you. The Body Shop Vitamin C Energizing Face Mist. I think this has been laying in my drawers for 2 years and it hasn't even been opened, and I know myself, it's no need to hoard things that I don't love, so I'm giving that away. Then I have one thing that I'm going to throw away. This is the milk. This is the Milk Blur Stick. I've used quite a lot of it actually. If you look at it here, you can see. You can see there. But it's as it says, a blur stick for kind of even out your skin. But it's old, and I didn't like this to begin with, so this I'm throwing away. Then we have in this, I have a shoebox in front of me. I have highlights, blushes and bronzers. So let's just dig in. I have the She Glam Peachy 3D Pro Face Palette. This is quite new, so I'm giving this away. I have so much, so someone else can get the use out of this. Then I have this. This is the Nevin Cosmetics Starlight Fantasy Palette. It was a Swedish indie brand, but it closed down. This is a highlighting palette with 4 shades. We have a duochrome, a pink, a green and a grey. I have used it. It's not... The formula is not getting funky or anything, so I need to get rid of it before it turns bad. Now you can't really see that, so I'm going to give this away. The Bare Minerals Desert Bloom Gen Nude Mini Blush Trio. 2 years old, have barely been used, so I'm giving that away. Then I have some Makeup Revolution blush palettes. I have this one that is Blush Queen. It still smells okay. I'm giving that one away. It's old though. The Ultra Blush palette. It's pretty, but I'm giving it away. Same with the highlight palette. I used to crap out of this. I think, no, it's another one. But I used to love this, but I swatched it and the formula is going bad, so this I'm going to throw away. The Revolution Radiance palette. This I used a lot of. It has a pan in that shade. I used to love that, but now it's old. The e.l.f. blush palette in light. It's still fresh, barely used, so I'm giving it away. The L'Oreal True Match Highlight Liquid Glow Illuminator in the shade Cool Undertone. Icy Glow. It's old, goodbye. The Physicians Formula Butter Highlighter in Pearl. It's a duochrome one. It still feels really good to touch. You have that there. But I'm not going to use it, so it will be better off in another family. The Bella Pierre Heatwave Highlighting Palette. Giving away. The Sleek Solstice Palette. This is so old, I'm throwing it. The Nabla Saint Tropez Shade and Glow. Bye bye. The Physicians Formula Butter Blushes. I have Rosy Pink. It's a gorgeous color, but once again I have so much. And then I have a vintage, the Vintage Rose. It's a bit more warm toned. Giving that away as well. I have 2 from the Body Shop. These are probably 10 years old, so this I'm going to trash. The Kiko Raspberry Rose and Peach that I bought off a friend actually. I tried it, liked it, it's good and all, but I have so much, so this is actually fresh that I'm going to give away as well. I have the Nabla Baby Glow in the Shade and Glow as well. And these are probably 6 years old, so I'm actually going to toss that. The Illamasqua Oh My God highlighter, giving away. It's too dark for me. The Makeup Baked Blush in Divine. These are not sold anymore, but it's fresh, I'm giving it away. The She Glam Stick Blush in Plum Wine. It's super gorgeous, but I have other formulas I like better, so I'm giving this away. The Benefit Cheeky Sweet Spot. I saved this because I've had it for so long and it contained all of the blushes. But I have this, I have everyone, I think. I don't have Sugar Bomb, but I have Dandelion, I have Bella Bamba, I have Hula. I have Hula Light, sorry. I have Coralista, no I don't. I have California. And I have Rockator, and these are not shades I gravitates to, or like the brand is not something I gravitates to anymore. They have released some new stuff that I'm going to check out, so this is probably also like 5 years old, so it's going in the bin. have this NARS Man Ray Double Take highlighter. It's fresh, but it's too dark for me, so this can have another home. The Bare Minerals Bounce and Blur blush in Mauve Sunrise. I did like it, but as I said, I have so much. The Buxom Tahiti bronzer. It's about 5 years old. It swatches perfectly, so I'm going to give that away. The Makeup Mecca Bronzelicious. I got this from a friend. It's a 2 orange tone one. Giving it away. The Kiko, the big one I've had for a long time. It's the Ocean Field bronzer in Perfect Tan. It still smells really good. Giving it away. The Eden Minerals eyeshadow in Wild Caprifiol. It's so old and chunky. It's just a highlighting shade. I'm throwing it away. The Nip and Fab Contour Palette. I loved that, so I'm giving it away actually. The Hard Candy Highlighting Contour Stick. I'm giving it away. I don't have time to use it up. And then let's see. We have the Sleek Blush by 3 Sweet Cheeks. It's super pretty, but it's probably 7 years old, so I'm actually going to throw that away. The Ellie Girl Just Blush. It's only like 2 years old, and I have just swatched it and never used it, so goodbye. The Wet n Wild Berry Shimmer Blush. This is probably 10 or 12 years old. I never wore it because I was so intimidated because it was so pigmented, but now I think it's time to part with it. The NYX Duochromatic Illuminating Powder. This formula feels a little bit old, so I'm going to throw it away, but it was Twilight Tint, so it's blue. The Bourjois Rose Dior Blush. It still feels really nice, so I'm going to give that away. The JCat Beauty Love Struck Blush in Honey Bunches. I loved these, but once again I have too many, so I'm giving it away. The Kiko Gold Waste Blush in Damask Mauve. It's old, but it has been used so little, so I can give it away. The H&M Peach Shimmer Illuminating Luster Powder. I thought that I could use this as a blush topper, but I didn't like it as that, so that's why it's going. I'm going to give it away. The Sleek Pomegranate Blush. It's super old, so I'm tossing it. You see, I've done pretty good. The e.l.f. Bite Size blushes. Mine, if these are broken, so I'm going to throw them away. The Makeup Store Passionate Pink. It's several years old, but the formula has not changed at all. It's still powdery as it was. It's that shade there. So I'm actually going to give that away. The Burt's Bees blush in Shy Pink. I'm a little bit on the fence about this because I did really enjoy it. I have put it in my declutter pile, but maybe I should keep it. I'm going to put it aside for now. The Unlawful by NARS. Barely used. Giving it away. The AOA Cream, Dewy Cream highlighter. I don't know, it still feels okay. It's a duochrome one, but I don't need it, so I'm going to give it away. The AOA Perfect Blush. Bye bye. The L'Oreal Paradise Enchanted. This has major hard pan, as you can see. I did really love it, and that's why it has hard pan probably. But it doesn't pick up the same or anything, so I'm going to throw it away. Then I have some old Revolution blushes that I used to love. The Vivid Baked ones. But it's time for them to go. They are so old. Tanya Burr Cosmetics. Is this a thing even? I've had it for years. I have only swatched it several times. I never used it, so it's a pinky, like you can see, but I'm giving that away. Another J-Cat one, darker one, giving it away. This Adora Cotton Candy Perfect Blush, used once, giving it away. The Wet n Wild Mellow Wine, only swatched, giving it away. And 3 Powlighters from AOA. It's loose highlighters, so I'm not going to use those, so I'm giving those away as well. And then we have the Makeup Mecca Touch Blush that I got from a friend, and it's totally the wrong color for me. So those were everything in the face department. Now I'm going to show you what eyeshadow palettes I have decluttered. Okay, so the eyeshadow palettes I decluttered, a little disclaimer, some of it is not old, and again I'm going to give those away, but some of it is like super old, and I thought about keeping it for nostalgic reasons, but I don't understand why at this point. I might regret it, but now I don't understand why. So without any like logic to it, I'm just going to start grabbing from my bin. I have the Morphe 9A palette. It's a neutral palette. It's really good. I did like it. I used it once, but I have so much, so this I'm going to give away. I have the Makeup Forever Artist Shadows in number 2. It's old and it has hard pan on it, but I did really enjoy this, so that I'm going to throw away. I have the NYX Perfect Filter ones. These are still kind of fresh, so I'm going to see if a friend wants them. The Revolution Neutrals 2 Reloaded. I used to love this palette. I love the shades in this, but I have similar ones now, and this is old. Same goes with this, the Iconic Division. The Nevin eyeshadow palette, you saw me declutter the highlighting palette. I'm going to declutter this as well. I used it once, I liked it, so I'm going to give this away. I have 3 e.l.f. I have the Prism, the Mad for Matte in Summer Breeze, and then I have the Sunset, Rose Gold Sunset. It's too old. The Flower Beauty one, it's a neutral. I did really enjoy this. I'm going to give this away actually. It looks like this, but once again I have so much. Same goes with the Lottie London one. I actually really liked it, but I have 2 from Primark. I have the Nude Basics. It was okay. I have the and then I have the Violet Mist. It was also okay, but tossing them goodbye. Then I have the Technique Sultry, never used. The NYX Natural Shadow Palette. You can see that I loved the heck out of this. I'm tossing it. It's so old. Then I have a Hard Candy Top 10 Eyeshadow Collection in green with Envy. I know I talked about this my last declutter. It has never been used. It's such a waste. Another e.l.f. one. It's the Mad for Matte. It doesn't even look like I touched it. And it looks, I don't know if the formula is still great, and I can give this away. Tossing it. The Shan XO palette. Who remembers this? I used to love it. Now it's old. I've never touched the cream ones. The Bare Necessities from Phase Zero. It was a gift from a friend, but I've never used it, giving it away. I have this Wet n Wild the NYX Ultimate Shadow Palette in Smoky and Highlight. Never used, or maybe used once. Same goes with the Wet n Wild in Comfort Zone. I have the older one of these. This isn't even opened. I thought about buying it so that I could review it for a video, and actually I'm going to keep it now that I see it's unopened, because yeah. I have these quads from NYX. Who remembers these? And these have barely been used as well. I have one more, so I'm going to give them away. I have two from Eden. It's a Swedish mineral brand, but they are so old, you know. I have a sleek palette. It's the Au Natural. This is not that old actually. I think I got it in a glossy box or something 2 or 3 years ago. The formula still feels really creamy. So this I'm going to give away. Another Wet n Wild one. The Colourpop and Dream Street with Kathleen Lights. I think I used it like twice. I don't know, it still has good quality, so I'm actually going to give that away. The Nip and Fab in Jeweled, giving it away. Another Eden palette. I used to love this. I remember doing a look with these once or twice, but once again it's not my aesthetics anymore. The Colourpop the Colourpop Cute AF, or it's called Yes Please. I loved this. I love the color story of it, but it's getting so old. So the Milani Gilded Jewel, used once I think, giving it away. The Bella Pierre Cosmetics in Peach Blossom, used once, giving it away. Same goes with this. This is Miss Beauty London eyeshadow quad. I haven't touched it. I'm giving it away. Some Wet n Wild again. My Tartelette Little Juicy palette, as I mentioned, this is the formula is really weird on this, so I'm going to throw it away. This Ulta Beauty mini one. I don't like cooler tones, grey cooler tones on me, and if I do, I have 1 or 2 that palettes that I really love. So this I'm actually going to give away, so it has another home. I have this really old Buxom customized eyeshadow palettes. No, this is not, maybe. No, this is Suede Seduction. Let me see if how the formula fit. No, it's too old. I'm tossing it. The Milani Gilded Noir palette. I used to love the duochromes in this, so I'm giving it away. The Nubian 2 by Juvia's. This is from last summer or last fall, but it is something with this formula that my eyes can't handle, so I'm giving it away. I have a really old Inglot eyeshadow palette here that I customized myself when we were in New York, and I think that is 6 years ago. And then the last item is the Juvia's Place The Masquerade. It has that formula that my eyes don't seem to like. Also, it's a few years old. Some shades have hard pan, some shades feel pretty good, actually don't know. So I don't know, I don't need it. And that was actually everything. I could probably declutter more because I have much more, but I don't want to, because I feel that I've kept stuff that I want to use, but my blush collection is still too large, so I might do another round of decluttering in the fall, depending on what I buy. Honey, how are you? Depending on what I buy when I go to the US this summer. But yes, give this video a thumbs up if you liked it. Please let me know in the comments down below if requesting what you want to see on this channel. Please let me know what you think. Did I do good? I know that you probably don't know how much I have now, so you won't see. Maybe you think that this is more than half of my collection. It isn't, but it's a lot. It's a start. Anyway, thank you so much for watching. Please do subscribe. I would love to have you here, and until I make another one, you guys, please take care. Bye.